Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do something a little different. I haven't done this kind of hair video for a while, but I am in need of a major refresh and I'm kind of going through a transition at the moment. I'm going to change things up a little bit, so I'm kind of trying to fade out the color but at the same time maintain something decent looking and kind of blend in the roots and all of that until my appointment with my best friend Kate Slemko of It Out Salon, where we are going to change it up. I'm not going to say anything further than that. So today I'm going to kind of show you what I've got going on currently, how I'm going to kind of fix it and refresh it, and we'll see how things turn out. Okay, so I'm going to remove this cap and pull out the ponytail and I will show you what I am dealing with here. Just give it a quick brush out. Okay. So this is what I've got. I have washed this out. I don't know. I've been washing every few days now, and I haven't been using like my sulfate-free shampoo. I've been washing in hot water. So like I'm trying to fade it out, and actually you can see like the ends, and there's a few pieces like here that are quite light as compared to like up here that it used to be, and it was even more vibrant than that. This upper part is going to be darker than the ends, because the last couple of times that I did my whole head, I didn't actually do my whole head. I just kind of refreshed the top bit, and I was going for more of the ombre, and it's worked out. And actually it really worked well for this. There you can see a few of the like much lighter bits, because I had the multi-tonal done when I did my little pony hair with Kate. But this ombre that I had been doing and just doing the roots and the top little bit, not going all the way to the ends with my magenta and hot pink, it's worked out super, super fantastic. For fading it, because it's faded into a really, really pretty ombre and I quite like it. My only issue with it right now is this regrowth here is not blended all of that much, and I would have more Arctic blonde showing in the front here, but I I used some of the hair chalk that I bought for the kids to do their hair funky colors and just be able to wash it out like in one washing or whatever, because they thought it would be fun, and we've done it a few times. They've been quite enjoying it. But I used some of the pink and purple hair chalk just randomly in my hairline here the other day when I had my hair up, so that things didn't look as Arctic blonde streaked as they actually were. And there's still some left because I haven't washed it. I've just brushed it out. So, but yeah, this is what we're dealing with. You can see the ends. Hopefully you can see the ends are much, much lighter. Show you like the back and underneath. And yeah, there's just a lot of different tones of pink, but my biggest issue right now is the light bits, and the ends are starting to look rather brassy, which is what will happen with blonde, especially when you have, you know, red, pink toned hair in it. So this is what I've got going on. I am actually going to hop in the shower. Whoa, yeah. I'm actually going to hop in the shower right now and give it a good thorough wash in some hot water again, maybe even twice, see if I can get even more pigment out, and then I will go through with a conditioner mix and I'll show you guys how I've mixed that up and slapped that on my head, and I'll go through the various processes with you and let you see what it looks like after each step. So I will be back. Okay, so I am done in the shower. I've changed into my sexy little hair dye shirt. And as you can see, I'm like literally out of the shower, haven't even taken my hair out of a towel yet. I've also added my lamp from when I do my makeup videos to hopefully make the lighting in here a bit better for you guys to watch and see exactly what's going on. So let's get this out of a towel. And I have nothing in here. I only shampooed, I actually shampooed twice, and I used Head and Shoulders. So dandruff shampoo is a really good way to reduce color, strip color, remove color. It won't completely remove the color, but it'll help fade the color if you're trying to go for a lighter tone or change tones or something like that. So dandruff shampoo is a really good trick for that, and $5 for this bottle. This one is one with aloe, and it's a hypoallergenic formula. It has no added artificial scents or perfumes or color or anything. So it's another reason why I went with this one. It's not as harsh on your scalp and hair as like some other dandruff shampoos. I did this twice. And I didn't put any conditioner in because when you are dyeing your hair with these semi-permanents, you don't want anything extra being deposited and soaking up into the hair shaft, because you want it as porous and ready to take on the dye as much as possible. You'll also get a more even coverage with your hair dye if you don't have anything in your hair that can either sit on top of the hair follicles or seep into the hair shaft and the hair shaft. That's going to impede the color process. So I'm just going through and carefully with a wide tooth comb combing through the tangles, which is more difficult than normal because normally you would have conditioner, and I usually put like a leave-in and a heat protectant and all of that good stuff. I have none of that in here, so I'm just going through carefully because I don't want to break any strands of hair. I'm just going to go through and give this a blow dry because you want to do the toner, dye, hair dye, whatever mixture you're doing on dry hair. But I am going to use the low setting on my blow dryer, the low heat setting, and a couple of the cool shots because I have that function on my hair dryer, just because I don't have any heat protectant in here, and you know, hot tools, hot styling and whatnot without heat protectant isn't the best. Here's the temperature setting. I've got hot and warm. I've got it on warm, and then here is my cool shot button. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a blast, and I'll be back. Okay, so we're all dry, and I think it did lighten up quite a bit more again, so that's fantastic. I've got all of my stuff set up here on my counter. I will show you exactly what I've got set up and what you're gonna need. And just to be clear, I am not an expert. I am not trained in anything to do with hair, but I have very good expert advice from my best friend and stylist, who is a fantastic hairdresser in Edmonton here. If you've seen any of my videos before, you've seen what she's done to my hair, and you should go and follow her if you don't already. It's Slemko, It Out Salon. I'll put some stuff here. I'll link stuff down in the description box below, as always. But she gives me some awesome tips, awesome advice to prolong my hair at home in between salon appointments. And like I said, we're just kind of transitioning. So this is what she's said to do to lighten it up and make the bleaching process easier when we go to do something else at the end of May-ish. And to be honest, I have been dyeing my own hair, box dyes and what have you, semi-permanents now for a bit. I've been doing it for years, like since I was in my 20s. I've never bleached my own hair. That is the one thing that I always maintain that I will not do. I will not bleach my own hair. I will not go blonde on my own. But any other color, I've done it to my own hair. So I've had trial and error. I have practiced and done that for years. So between that and my stylist's advice, I think I'm in pretty good hands. But again, just disclaimer, I am not a professional. So make sure that you seek professional advice if you are going to do this yourself. Or if you don't care, then go ahead, but don't blame me. So I'm going to show you what I've got set up here and then we'll move along. Okay, so I think this is everything that I will need. Of course, rubber gloves. I know these look more like kitchen dishwashing gloves, but these are the latex-free reusable ones from Sally's Beauty Supply. Those just regular color dyeing gloves, the thin plasticky things, they didn't hold up for very long, especially once they were in the water with shampoos and stuff and soaps and on my hands all the time, and my nails would poke through the ends. Like they didn't hold up. So I got these ones, and these ones are holding up really well. I've got various clips of all sorts because I never know how many clips I'm gonna need. I've got a mixing bowl, just a plain cheapo one. I've got a plastic spoon to do my mixing with. I've got a brush to help apply it. I may or may not use it, we'll see. But I prefer mixing with a spoon rather than a brush because I feel like you get a more even mixture if you're not using one color and you're mixing several colors or mixing with conditioner or whatever, because you can get color and conditioner caught in the base here and within the bristles, and things may not mix properly, and then you don't have even color when you go to apply it either. And then this is my tinted conditioner that I was using when I had the Vivid. So I'm going to start out with this as a base for the color that I'm going to mix. It's got this conditioner in it, which is the L'Oreal Volume Conditioner Sulfate Free Ever Pure Color Care System Anti-Fade blah 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 blah. It's got this conditioner and some Joico Hot Pink and Joico Magenta in it. That's what this mixture is. It's probably I did this a long time ago. It's probably about, I'm gonna say, 2/3 conditioner to 1/3 total of Joico Magenta and Hot Pink mix. But there's not enough of this left, and I do want more of a, not total pastel, but I don't want to put a whole lot of pigment back in my hair because we're trying to fade it. So I'm going to start out with this. I'm going to dump this into here, and then I will add more conditioner to top up to the amount that I need to cover my whole head. And I've got a towel on the floor too, because you know, things can get messy up in here, you never know. So this is what I have. That's the color of it, and that's all I have. I thought there was more in that container than this, but that's okay. I'm going to top it off with conditioner, and if it gets too pastel because there's less of this than I thought there was, that's okay, because I do still have some tubes of the Joico Hot Pink and Magenta that I can bump up the color with a little bit if it gets too pastel, because I don't want to just put pastel on my hair because it's not gonna like cover my roots much, and as soon as I wash it, it'll be done in one wash. So I do want some pigment, I just don't want like full strength, crazy, vivid, bright pigment. So here's with the conditioner, and that blob there is a blob of magenta that I am going to mix in because I felt like it's actually showing more bright, vivid on camera than it is in actual life. I love how camera and lighting changes colors, but I was feeling that it was just a little bit light. Like, it was still fairly, for the amount of conditioner that I put in, it was still fairly pigmented, but because I have the darker roots, I just wanted to make sure that there was enough pigment in there. And I was gonna go in with the hot pink instead of the magenta, but purple is going to cancel out the orange brassy tones better, and I don't have a true purple, so because magenta is like purple and red basically, there's the one that I added, and I'm just adding a smidge, so this is basically what I'm left with, and I'm going to try this. Let's see what happens. So I'm just going to keep on mixing this and make sure I've got it mixed proper and well and thoroughly. And then I'm going to start slopping it on my head. I'm not going to film that part because sometimes I get a little messy and some color blobs tend to fly. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes. So get a look, get a good look. This is what it looks like. I've got those nice like light pieces there that you can see. Again, it's even lighter in person than it is on camera here and in this wonderful bathroom lighting. So we'll see how this turns out. See you in a bit. And I'm back. Everything is on, and I used up pretty much every little ounce that I made. And actually, once I had done the top and sides and like kind of my crown area in the roots and out a little bit, I realized I had used up almost half of the mixture that I made already, and I hadn't touched any ends or anything at the back yet. So I made a snap judgment decision, and I just I spread everything to the ends and put more excess in the ends on the top. And then I decided to forget about the roots at the back. I don't really care about the roots at the back anyways, like the back underneath. As long as the sides and the top were good, I didn't so much care what like the underneath looked like, aside from the ends, because the ends were what were getting brassy. So I didn't do too much into the roots and stuff. I don't know if you can tell that or not at the back, but I used up what was left and spread it as much as I could throughout the ends in the back side and underneath, and then just kind of smooshed everything around and twirled it up on my head. I'm gonna let this sit for a bit. I'm gonna go and make supper, maybe watch a movie with the kids. We'll see when I rinse this out, and I'll check back with you after it's all rinsed out and when the next step comes. Ta-da! All rinsed out, and it's not so pastel, but again, I wasn't going for pastel. Considering the amount of conditioner that was in it, this is still pretty vibrant, but it will fade faster because of all the conditioner that I had in the mixture. But everything is looking like it is much more uniform. No brassiness so far. This is straight out of the towel. I haven't even combed it or anything. So I'm going to show you what I do and what I put in my hair after I've washed it and conditioned and all of that on the regular basis, so you can see, because all of the products that I use also help maintain my color. So I'm going to go ahead and run a comb through this first before anything else. So this literally, I didn't put anything else in. I just rinsed the conditioner, color, mixture, toner, whatever you want to call it, out of my hair in the shower under lukewarm water. I didn't feel like it's cold outside, and it's just not nice weather, and it's late in the evening. It's now like 10 o'clock or something in the evening. Kids are in bed. I didn't feel like having a cold shower. Next up, I am going to use this Briogeo Rosarco Milk Leave-In Conditioner. I got this in my Spring FabFit Fun box. And just give this a nice spritz everywhere. And it smells fantastic. Obviously, this works as a leave-in conditioner. So that will also work as a heat protectant. I'm just going to comb this through to make sure everything is evenly dispersed. And yes, third outfit change. I am out of my dingy hair dye shirt. I'm going to now go in with my Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Serum. Just a little bit on the ends of my hair. Again, this is going to heat protect, but This just keeps like the ends from getting frizzy or anything. Keeps everything like smooth. And then whatever's left on my hands, I just kind of whatever, wherever. And then if that weren't enough, Schwarzkopf got to be Beach Trippin Waving Spray. I use it more to just absorb any oils and stuff that I might get in my hair throughout the week, because once I've freshly colored and stuff, and just to keep the color, I only wash like once a week. Dry shampoo in between, all of that good stuff. You can check out all of my exact tips and tricks on my last hair update video. I'll link that in the description box below for you guys in case you've missed it. And then comb that all through. And normally if I was going to go ahead and curl my hair right away, I would go ahead and also use my Schwarzkopf Heat Protectant Spray. This one's just a Crystal Shine. I got it on sale real cheap at Shoppers Drug Mart. But I'm not going to curl my hair because it's already 10 o'clock. I can't be bothered. I might curl my hair tomorrow or the day after, so I will use this right before curling my hair. I'm just going to blow dry tonight and then sit and watch some TV with a cup of tea and then go to bed. So I'm not going to bother with this right now. But again, if I was going to curl it right away, I would also put this in and probably let my hair air dry actually. So since I'm not going to put anything else in my hair, I'm going to part it where I usually part it, and then go ahead and run the blow dryer through, and we'll see what we've got. Here we go. Stay tuned. And here you have it, guys. I am super happy. I have done nothing except for a blow dry. I haven't run a flat iron or anything through this. This is just blow dried. It has definitely covered up the brassiness. It's a little bit more pigmented than it was before, but it's still lighter than when I do a full refresh straight color, no conditioner. The roots are much more blended and have like a hint of some pinky purpley magenta to them. My Arctic blondes are under control. Everything is a little bit more uniform. I don't know if it's picking up the slight multitonal or not on camera. There is still a little bit of multitonal with some lighter bits here, but that will come through in probably another wash or so, because this is going to fade much faster and easier than if I didn't have any conditioner in the mix either. So I'm going to start doing my usual again. I have about 5 weeks until my appointment with Kate. I'm going to start doing my usual washing in cool water, washing once a week, dry shampoo in between, blah, 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 just as I would normally do with my normal color, because this is already going to fade fast enough as it is, and I want to hopefully have this see me through until my appointment without having to add any more color or conditioner mix or anything, and just let Kate do her thing when my appointment time comes. I'll show you the back. If you recall me saying I kind of ran out of color a bit, so I didn't do so much like in the roots area here. Just kind of slopped it all on and made sure it was at the ends, but I think it's all pretty decent. I'm happy. So we're good. I like it. We will see how this goes, and as always, I will keep you guys updated. And thank you so much for watching. I will pop some before and after photos in. free to comment below what you think, if you've done this method, any other tips and tricks that you might have, what you think of this color, any questions that you have, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me and playing with hair and going on this journey with me. I love sharing my hair updates with you guys because you guys seem to enjoy them quite a bit. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.